Dark doomsday beliefs, DNA evidence, and death threats. All part of the testimony this week in the Vallow Daybell murder trial.
She's accused of killing her kids, Tylee and JJ, who used to live in the East Valley. Their bodies were found buried in Lori's husband's, Chad Daybell's, backyard in Idaho nearly 3 years ago.
Team 12's Erica Stapleton is monitoring everything that's been happening in the courtroom this week and joins us now with more. Erica?
More than 3 years of investigating means there's a lot of evidence in this case. And one of the biggest things presented this week was a DNA match on some of the tape found on JJ's body. DNA from a hair sample found on duct tape that wrapped JJ Vallow's body, matching his mom, Lori Vallow Daybell, according to a DNA analyst on the stand.
When that was presented to the jury, it was like the biggest nail in the coffin, because it absolutely ties Lori to this case.
JJ's grandpa, Larry Woodcock, has been sitting in daily. This week, the jury heard from more than a dozen new witnesses, testifying to everything from alleged death threats made by Lori.
And that she would bury me where no one would ever find me.
To her dark religious beliefs, revealed in part by a podcast Lori was part of.
I too have seen the resurrected Jesus Christ, and he has told me my mission, and he has sent me to help people and lift them in their missions. He showed me myself as a warrior in the pre-existence, as a warrior, like a beast. Like I fought with Satan. He hates me. I did all these things, and so he showed that to me so that I would do it one day.
Lori and her husband, Chad Daybell, are accused of killing her kids, Tylee and JJ. The couple is also charged in the death of Chad's first wife, Tammy Daybell. A medical examiner testified this week that Tammy could have been restrained when she was murdered, based on bruising on her body. Chad will be tried at a later date, although his alleged actions are front and center in Lori's trial. As friends testified, they noticed red flags after Chad married Lori in late 2019, after Tylee and JJ disappeared before the kids were found dead in June 2020. Lori's brother, Alex Cox, is considered to be the third co-conspirator in this case, but he died before charges were filed. An FBI agent testified Friday that Lori texted about the deaths of JJ, Tylee, and Tammy, as well as her previous husband, Charles Vallow, who was shot and killed by her brother Alex in Chandler back in July 2019. The agent testified that the deceased were referred to as, quote, obstacles, getting in the way of Lori's relationship with Chad. More texts revealed that Chad and Lori were messaging each other, "I love you," 2 days after Charles Vallow was killed. Another witness, Ian Pulowski, testified he felt Lori was trying to manipulate his wife Melanie, who is Lori's niece.
It didn't look like Lori was exactly being truthful with Melanie.
Ian secretly wore a wire for the FBI in an effort to try and help find JJ and Tylee. Lori and Chad reportedly never admitted to any crimes in the recordings, but did urge others not to work with investigators.
That law enforcement officers that Melanie should have been cooperating with were dark, translated beings, that they were out to get them, that they were impeding their holy mission. When in reality, these officers were trying to find 2 missing children.
Thursday would have been Tammy Daybell's 53rd birthday. She was murdered in October 2019 when she was 49 years old. And as several witnesses testified, her husband, Chad Daybell, who was charged with her murder, said he had visions she wouldn't make it to 50. Erica Stapleton, 12 News.